Good morning, guys. So I'm up this morning. I got my coffee. I just tried to paint my nails, which I didn't do a very good job, but whatever. And I'm gonna package up six orders. I'm using my phone and video, so I gotta check. 6 orders to take to the post office, and then I'm just clearing off my desk. It's pretty much a wreck. I'm looking in my planner, of course. And I tried to start meal planning. I just like put Bubby's schedule, baseball schedule, and I kind of like circled the dates of the ones I would be at, which they just canceled this Saturday. I need to write that down. They canceled this Saturday, so it's going to be practice instead. I think practice was from 9:30 to 11:30. So yeah, I just kind of like wrote out the schedule for his baseball for the month of August and circled the ones that I would be at and the ones I wouldn't be at and the ones he's gonna be out of town, which their whole season they're gonna be out of town except 2 games, or they only have 2 home games, I should say, because we do play a couple of people in town but at their field. So I kind of circled what games I'm gonna be at, which means I'm not gonna be home to cook, and the games that I'm not gonna be at, I'll be home to cook. So I try to make like easy meals on those days. So if I get a chance, I'll go over this or how I kind of did it a little bit later. But right now I'm going to, and then I printed a couple of coupons, cereal and crescent rolls and stuff. Only, what, 3 sheets? Yeah, so only 9 coupons off of my website. And then I started working on, like, from that monthly thing, I started jotting stuff down. What store, what meats we needed, school lunches, sports food, produce, other stuff like that. So yeah, I can maybe pan into this a little bit later. I'm just going to leave it here on my desk. I'm not going to carry that around with me today. So today I do have a good amount of errands to run. What's today, Wednesday? Yeah. So, and then I got to be back to take Moo to baseball. And Jimmy's working out of town. So, I'm going to package these orders and then I'll come back and chat once I'm heading out the door. Alright. I got all those orders packaged. Getting ready to go. The kids are still sleeping. So, I'm not going to open up the blinds until I get back. So I've got to do 2 returns today. Got this table and then those pants from Sean. He ended up not being able to fit them, so I got to take those back and then take that table back to Walmart. Alright, I got all my orders. Still can't find my little white tote I'd be carrying those around in, so I just switched into my bigger tote instead of the purse I was carrying. That way I can fit everything in there. I'm gonna go to the post office and then to Walmart, return that table, and go to Macy's, return Sean's pants. So and then I wanted to go by Dollar Tree to see if they had any fall stuff, but I don't need to be spending no money today. So yeah, alright, I'll chat with you guys in a second. I went to the post office, did my return for the table, and they didn't have another one, which I knew they wouldn't. And the other 2 Walmarts, I didn't see that they had them either, so I'm just gonna wait and try to get the table again. Next week, maybe they'll get some in. It's not a big rush. The other one that I got works just fine, so Alright, so now I'm gonna go to Macy's and return those sweatpants, which I'm really mad about that he can't fit them, but my child is like 7 feet tall, so it's very hard to find him pants, and it's starting to get to the point where, because he's so tall, I kind of got to spend a ton of money to get him pants that fit him. He doesn't actually have that many pants this year, but I got a couple of months before it starts getting really cold and he has to get some, so we'll see. But yeah, I definitely got to try to find him some. What are they doing? They gonna let me go? Definitely got to try to find him some joggers. So all right guys, I'm gonna go to Macy's. All right, Macy's is done. Went over and peeked at the purses. Nothing, absolutely nothing. They didn't have anything good. I really need to go home, clean, put up some more sets and work and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go home, because tomorrow I gotta run around at the grocery store and get everything we need for Sabbath for the weekend, and then get the food for the rest of the month, because I want to I was trying to do this a week ago, be organized, but I'm about a week late on that organizational front. So if I can get all my groceries and stuff done, I'm sitting on this thing. Okay, I'm gonna go home. That is what I'm doing. When I get home, I'll try to show you guys my meal plan and kind of how I got it set up or whatever. All right, it's shaky time. Let me shut this off. All right, home sweet home. Get me water. I think it was a box in the front. Oh, the curtains are open. Somebody's woke. Oh yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, Sean's shoes. Sitting out here. I told that boy. No, I need to leave that here. Dry. Well, somebody woke, because dry. Oh, okay. Did you open up the blinds and stuff? Oh, okay. Did Sean get up?
No.
His shoes are here. I told him. Did you hear the people come?
Yeah.
Did they?
Were up, so I just opened the curtains to...
Okay.
yeah, I heard them typically.
They rung the doorbell.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if it's the right shoes. This is his first time ordering from, no, second time, I think. I think we got some cleats from East Bay, but some baseball cleats, but I don't think we ever got. Why is it dark in here? Let's see. Does that help? Not really. Are they up at all?
No.
Oh, they give you a HelloFresh something in here, voucher. Geico, 20% off East Bay. Well, I needed that when I ordered the shoes. I don't need it after the fact. I just the ones. That's a good top. Actually, is just the one. Solid ones. I have to have him look at. Yeah, they were both up. They were just sitting on the edge of their bed, looking crazy. All right. So I need to go downstairs in the dungeon and work in my office. Oh, shoot. That's what I got to do. Put those tracking numbers in. Well, why y'all ain't remind me? So I'm going to put these tracking numbers in. Where's Sean at? Moo. Sleep? He lay back down? Oh. You see a shoe? They like got this soft material. He gonna have to spray them with the what's that stuff you had? got a little material. So, all right, let me go down here and work. All right, guys, like I said, I wanted to show you guys my meal plan. The camera is awkward, so hopefully you guys can see. So, let me just start up here. Take this off. So what I did was I just printed, my printer has where you can just print a calendar or whatever, so I just printed the calendar, and then I wrote in all of Daniel's baseball, because he's the only one in this month that has like major sports. I mean, Dry has some dance stuff, but that's at the last week of the month. So so that's what I'm working off as far as the meal plan. So I wrote in all of his schedule, and then what I did was I put in blue the games I'm going to go to, pink the games I'm not going to, and then the maybe, which is just those two. And then I circled the day I wanted to try to go to the grocery store, which is Thursday the 9th. So this game just got canceled today, so I went ahead and put canceled there, which it doesn't matter since it's a Sabbath. We already will have food prepped. It's nothing I need to do with that. So, yeah, so what I did was I wrote that out, like I said, and then on the games that I am going to, so the ones with the blue, I did those first. I tried to make those the easy meals. So we're going to be at this game, which is about 45 minutes to 50 minutes away. They have a Chick-fil-A. We're going to just eat dinner out of town after the game, or Jimmy may go get it during the game. It just depends. The game should be over around, I'm thinking 7:15 or something. So that should be okay. And then this game here is in town, so I'm just going to do Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes. I can cook that before we go to the game at 4. When we come back, all we got to do is come home and make sandwiches. I haven't figured out the vegetables or whatever, but we always have salad, and they love salad, so that's always an option. And then this one is only about 20 minutes outside of town, so I'm going to just make a cheesy hamburger type of casserole. At least that's what I think I'm going to make. I'm hoping that works out. Make that ahead of time and just sit it on the stove. When we get back, we can scoop it out, warm it up, and eat. And then the other game I'm going to go to this month is this is actually a home game for us, so it's just 5 minutes up the road. I'm going to make barbecue chicken meatballs. I'm going to make those ahead of time, rice and veggies. So I'm just going to cook it and have it sitting. When we get back, it should be easy to just warm up and eat. We meal prepped on the 5th, so no, on the 6th actually. And then we just had hamburgers and hot dogs, tacos yesterday. I'm going to make the salmon today, even though we're going to eat some of the meal prep foods. The salmon will be for any of those days, but I'm going to cook it today. When I go grocery shopping, I'm going to get rotisserie chicken, and we're going to have that for tomorrow. And then pizza on Friday, and Sabbath we're going to do spaghetti. And then they love the Sam's Club lasagna, so I'm going to get that and have that for Sunday. I like to do something pretty easy if I can on Sunday, because I pretty much work all day on Sundays. So yeah, so I did the Sam's lasagna, chicken fajitas. I tried to do like a Mexican theme for Tuesday, some type of taco something, so chicken fajitas. And then this is something I'm going to try new since I'm going to be home, because it's only practice, chicken Parmesan meatball skillet. So I gotta find the recipe and see about that. This is the first day of school. I have nothing for that. The Pinks, like I said, I'm not going to those games, so he'll be about 25 minutes outside of town for that game. Pizza is always going to be on Fridays. For this Sabbath, we're going to do chili with cornbread. And then for that next week, we're going to do Sam's Club salmon, which we love. And that's probably going to be with asparagus and rice, or Brussels sprouts and rice. That's usually what we do. Lemon pepper chicken with angel hair and a salad. He only has practice that day, so everybody will be home so I can cook and do all that. Tacos again. Philly cheesesteak, I already talked about that. The oven barbecue chicken wings with macaroni and cheese and something else, but I haven't figured that out yet. And then we'll rotate that spaghetti again for Sabbath, because that's always a good Sabbath meal, because we can just get it out the crock pot and it feeds everybody. So the last Sunday of the month, we like this frozen Chinese food from Meyer. I can't remember the name, but hopefully it'll be in the grocery haul. So we're going to have that the last Sunday of the month. Now that does require a little bit more me standing and cooking, but it's a Sunday, so it should be fine. We already talked about that. Nachos or enchiladas. Jimmy does not eat enchiladas, but if he has meals prepped and I make the enchiladas, he just won't eat that. He'll eat the meal prep food, or we might do nachos. I'll ask the kids closer to that time what they want. I couldn't figure out anything for the 29th, so I wrote leftovers. I don't know. We'll see come the end of the month. And then did I talk about this? Yeah, the chicken barbecue meatballs. So yeah, that's something new as well. So that's kind of how I did that. And then I have this in my planner. So what I'm going to do is just take the meal plan. I already started on a scratch piece of paper. But what I do is just take the meal plan and I go day by day and figure out what we need and what I don't have upstairs. And I just I'll do this in the kitchen. I'll take this up and I'm going to just figure out what we need and write in each ingredients, how many ground beef we need, how many ground turkeys, ground chicken for the month, and write that out. So I'll show you kind of what I was doing yesterday. And then I went and I asked the kids what they want for school lunch. Jariah told me those things. The boys told me those. I asked Dan what did he want for sports snacks he wanted us to take. I know y'all can't read my writing, but it's just chicken scratch. But he told me those things. And then I started writing down some of the produce that I needed for some of these meals and some of like the boxed or jarred type of foods. What I need to get from Sam's. I still got to look at the ad. And once I look at the ad, if like ground beef is cheaper at Meyer, then those 4 ground beef I will put up here. So obviously it'll be on this sheet because I like to keep this with me, and this can just come right out. So I slit the sides to make it easy. So when I go to the store, I know at Aldi's I got to get this, Meyer, Walmart, Sam's. That's if I have to go. I may not have to go to every single store, but I also have the ingredients listed here. But when I'm at the store, when I go to Sam's, I'm only looking at this. When I'm at Aldi's, I'm only looking at this. But this helps my brain to get everything down on paper so I can make sure that I don't forget anything. And then I take those things according to what's on sale where, put them up into the stores. If they're not on sale, I usually just get them at Aldi's. But like ragu, I can't get at Aldi's, and that's the ragu that we like or that's the spaghetti sauce we like. So I usually will either go to Walmart or Meyer, depending on which one I'm actually going to that week. So yeah, so a lot of me writing. I mean, it might be confusing, but yeah, that's how I like to do it. And then when I was just like looking online, I just was writing down different stuff. So that's what that paper was, just a scratch piece. That's pretty much my chaotic way of meal planning this month. I do it differently, just depending. Sometimes I strictly go off of what's on sale at the grocery store and then I make the meal plan. And sometimes I do the opposite. So this month I'm just kind of doing the opposite. I want to try a couple of new things as well. I still got to figure out what we're having for the first day of school. I don't know, since Dan won't even get home until probably 8 or 8:15 because he has an out-of-town game. So it's not like we're going to go out to eat or anything because he won't be with us. So I do need to plan that. Maybe we'll do Texas Roadhouse takeout for the first day back to school. So yeah, so that's what I've got to get done today. I've got to transfer everything onto my actual meal plan, and then in my meal planning section, like I have Lacey family favorites. All these little sticky notes you see are just recipes that I just wrote down the ingredients off of like Pinterest or somewhere. If somebody was making something in a YouTube video, I just jot it down. So yeah, and then I've got like this master grocery list that I printed off of somebody's website. breakfast ideas, which we have a ton of waffles still from Sam's. We have a big thing of pancakes. I just bought 2 turkey bacon, so I may not need, I only probably need cereal and milk. I started jotting down some meal ideas. That chicken parm meatballs, I kind of found a recipe and I started writing that down here. So, and then some more meal ideas. So that's what I do, and then I just write down my weekly, which, I mean, you see I barely did that, but I write it down for each week. So yeah, it's kind of chicken scratch, but I know what's going on. So yeah, that's how I do that's how I'm doing it for August. This is not how I always meal plan. You guys have seen different meal plan videos, but for this month, this is what I'm choosing to do. So we'll see for September. I don't always monthly meal plan. I'll weekly meal plan off of the sales ads, and that works just as good. But this month I wanted to try monthly. So obviously I'm well a week into the month and haven't even started. But yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys. So before I get started working, I'm just going to have my lunch. So this is one of the meals we have prepped, and then salad and some watermelon. Oh, and I meant to say, somebody asked if the containers were reusable. They are. So we don't just like prep the food and then toss them. We've been eating them and putting them in the sink, washing them or whatever, and they've been snapping back together. They're fine. So they're not a one-time use. It's just like Tupperware. We've just been reusing them. So yeah, so I thought I would let you guys know that. The last couple of videos I put up are pretty typical of my day. I'm in the car a lot. Running folks places that they gotta go. So here he goes. It's hot. I should put the air on. All these nails. Jimmy told me stop buying 99-cent nail polish. I said, you gonna give me $10 for some nail polish? No. Okay, then I'm gonna be buying 99-cent nail polish. Now Moo knows that I have this camera on. He was surprised in the other one. All right, off to baseball we go. So I just left the house. I'm getting Dan from baseball. So I was able to cut 2 paper pads. So I got that done. You guys saw me sorting them. And then I went through the ads and kind of looked to see who had what on sale. I didn't see much of anything really. So we'll see, but yeah, I just got to get that grocery list together. This is pretty much my day. I just, work at home doing the Etsy stuff, making the cash envelopes, and then of course running the kids. So once everybody gets in school, gets their sports going, that's what I'm doing. I'm at home, I'm not at home. I'm like back and forth. I'm running all day to run errands and stuff like that. And I usually go to the post office a couple times a week. So I try to do my errands on those days. That way I'm already out. And then I try to have one day where I'm just like at home. It used to be Wednesdays, but like today I'm running around. So it just varies per week depending on who has what school, meetings, and activities we have to attend, and yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, so that is pretty much my day. So I gotta go home after I get Moo, and I'm trying to think how I'm gonna make this salmon, because what I want to do is just throw it in the oven with some lemon pepper seasoning, olive oil, squeeze some lemon on it, throw it in the oven, and be done. But they like when I kind of put it a little bit of batter on it and kind of fry it on both sides. And then they like when I put the butter on afterwards. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. It's just easier, honestly, today for me just to put it in the oven instead of having to fry it and get out oil and do the absolute most. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna put it in the oven. I've talked myself into putting it in the oven, so that's what I'll do. I hope Jimmy's on his way back. He's got about an hour-and-a-half drive from the stores that he's in today, so my boy is here.